How'd you guys find out about? Is this your first time playing at Birdland? Or?
No, this is my seventh to ninth time.
Second time.
Something like that. I play here with everybody and anybody that calls me to play Birdland. I don't even ask them how much. I just say yes.
Okay. One's off the street.
Mike, tell him I'm okay to be here.
Are we all squared away?
Well,
We're all squared away?
I don't feel square.
All right, let's get out of here, guys. I got my wife and two other ladies to hang out with.
We gotta go.
You mean you gotta go home?
That's my ride. I gotta go.
You in Pick?
Yo, City Blues
Pick
Festival
like
tomorrow.
Bobby Roode said, Pick by the right hand, huh?
One thing
Pick
I'd
by
like
the
to
right
say
hand.
is I had a choice to play down for the opening, of Hayward Russell City at B Street Bistro, but I had to play with Harry because this is my band. These are my guys.
I called him and he ran here. His car broke down.
Yeah.
He called a cab.
He picked me up off the freeway so I wouldn't get hit. Is what happened.
That's how bad we wanted to be here.
Yeah, but I'll be at Russell City tomorrow, so come down to Russell City Blues Festival.
Nice.
The Bay Area Blues Society is going to be making a bunch of noise, and all
Nice.
that, like they always do every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, for Saturday and Sunday. Bobby Rush is going to be there from Mississippi.
Oh, wow.
You guys rock the house, man. We
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Always a
All right,
pleasure.
people, let's get out of here.
It's not, none of the venues aren't as fun as this one, but
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
fun about Birdland? What's
Just
fun
the-
about playing here?
the overall vibe, I mean, you come here and no matter what, there's gonna be a crowd, and that's like worth everything. A crowd that enjoys listening to you no matter what you play. Like, you can come here and they just want to hear you play your heart out, like as hard as you can, as well as you can. So you can come here and you just play, and people are listening, which is like, I'd play for free all the time if everyone was there listening to me instead of doing like a wedding gig where they pay you a ton of money. I'd rather do this any day.
That a lot of the tunes we played tonight, and a lot of tunes we actually play pretty regularly at Birdland, are tunes that we played together in high school. The tunes we learned like as growing jazz musicians, which is cool for us. It's just kind of just like roots music for us. It's just like going back to the the Berkeley High jam days, which is really where we learned, just playing like in sort of a classroom environment, just like in our little band room and jamming on tunes. And
Yeah. Seemed like you guys were jamming it out pretty loose tonight.
Yeah. So that's where we feel most comfortable.
Yeah,
definitely.
that's
how we
kind of
learned
the
how to
thing.
play.
It's kind of the thing about Birdland. I mean, we're all in college now, but as high school kids, and not even the oldest high school kids, it's high school sophomores and juniors. I think for kids who are studying jazz, the most opportunities you get to play are at kind of annoying jazz festivals in weird suburbs and they'll have you playing at 10:30 a.m.
Yeah.
And it's really, they say you can play for 20 minutes and you get 5 minutes for setup, and it's just very tense, and you're wearing a suit and tie, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's this whole air of formality, and then the fact that Mike and the whole Birdland community pays for kids who are at the beginning, at least, we were 15, 16, 17, to come in and play here at night in a real club environment. I just think it makes it so much easier to get better. Because you're playing in real musical settings, and things can actually happen organically. Nothing has to be so, nothing has to be tied to like the formal way that jazz is taught in America. Yeah, well, Birdland. Thank you.
Well, and I would say Birdland, like places to perform like this, are definitely what contributed to all of our musicianship. Like the reason we play like we do today. Part of the reason most of us are in music school is because of like this sort of playing. Like like musicians have to practice, but this is in itself like some of the best practice you can get. Is if you're playing, you're in the moment, you're jamming on songs that, like these standards in a club sort of environment. It's really laid back. It's definitely like, yeah, it's great. It's been great practice for us. It's been thank you.
On the camera in the club, there's people here. It's like being in Amsterdam. There's an Amsterdam element to this place, sort of.
Oh, okay.
Birdland.
So you like the underground kind of vibe.
Birdland.
What kind of obstacles do you meet to play in truly improvised music?
Venues.
A cool crowd like this helps pull it out of you.
Yeah. I mean, are the venues saying no, you can't do that, or is there just some sort of unspoken rule?
No, it's like usually venues right now, they're after a band that like fills seats,
right.
Which is usually a band where you're backing a singer or a rapper or some kind of band where it's really you're playing parts, like you're not improvising. You know what I mean? Like that's how it is for most of like clubs and band, like bigger venues that I play.
Yeah.
It's like that.
They want to hear the covers, or they want to hear the.
At the same time, there's this cool market. Like, there's all these people that will pack jazz clubs like this, and to see like jazz clubs disappearing is really sad. Because I know jazz clubs will always have an audience. They'll always have a market for people that want to see improvised music.
Yeah.
But it's just like, where do you create that venue? And this is a cool venue. Like, we like it.